I would just like to say to push past the pain. The pain is only temporary, but eventually the success and the growth you get, it'll last forever.
Meet Jessica Anderson, one of this year's Young Heroes. She received her nomination from Assistant Principal Kim Thibodeau and was selected from a pool of 1,800 students at Southside High School in Youngsville, Louisiana.
I actually had the privilege of teaching her when she was a freshman. She was in my art class, and I knew she was special. I think it was week 1.
Kim says it was Jessica's willingness to serve that set her apart.
I think what she does is she puts others before herself. And she did that from day 1 as well. She would come to me after school, I don't know if you remember, and you would say, Ms. Thibodeau, do you have anything I can help you with? I'm here for like an extra, hour.
And after hearing Jessica's personal story, Kim knew that the world needed to hear it.
It was really important to me that that information got out and that people knew how special she was.
Jess, buddy.
Jessica was born and raised in Haiti and faced significant challenges early in her life after her biological mother died when she was just 2 years old. Her father, unable to adequately support both her and her sister, made the difficult decision to seek assistance. He placed his children in the care of a young missionary woman who had recently moved to Haiti.
I just knew that God had, chosen us to be a family. And so I said yes. And we lived together in Haiti for almost 11 years before we came to the States.
The three of them quickly formed a close-knit family, giving Jessica the best of both worlds. She now had her new adoptive mother, Megan Boudreau, alongside her sister, Nika, and her father, who still resides on the island. However, their lives took an unexpected turn when Megan, Jessica, and Nika faced a sudden upheaval. What was meant to be a brief trip to the States extended into what feels like an eternity.
We never knew that we weren't going back to Haiti. So she didn't, pack up Haiti and pack up her room and say bye to her friends. She literally packed a carry-on. We were coming for a visit for a week, and then it turned into 4 years. And so
to forever.
Forever.
The day after Jessica and her family arrived in the United States from Haiti, COVID-19 brought the world to a standstill, preventing their return. Once the world started to reopen, travel bans and advisories were then implemented due to extreme violence and harsh living conditions, rendering Haiti an unsafe travel destination. As a result, Jessica faced yet another setback.
It started showing in my schoolwork. So I would say that was probably the hardest part of transition.
She felt isolated because of COVID-19 and missed her home in Haiti. However, after weeks of exploration, a change took place. She started to embrace life in Louisiana.
I'm in Million Word Reader Club.
Ooh, what's that?
So it's a book club. So we go, we log on our books, and we talk about what we're reading, what other people are reading. We give book suggestions. And then deadline's actually April 27th, but if we read 1,000,000 words, we get a t-shirt from the district. And
How close are you to 1,000,000 words?
I think he said I was like 75,000 away.
Oh, that's like
so
a book.
Yeah. I keep forgetting so often, so she's always chasing me home. And then I'm on Principal's Advisory Council, which is a council, and we're basically like the voice of the school. We actually engineered the no tardy party.
Okay.
So if you had no tardies or no skips, you got invited to this, and there's like nachos and games. And then I'm part of Beta Club, National Honor Society. Yes, and then I am school ambassador, and then I'm part of Mayor President's Youth Advisory Council.
Now, Jessica is involved in multiple athletic clubs, but the most surprising one is powerlifting.
I think powerlifting for sure this year has taught me to push past the pain, to lift even though it's hurting, and then being able to see how far we got.
And she's gotten pretty far. Just this past weekend, Jessica placed 7th overall in a powerlifting competition in New Orleans. This small but mighty young hero says she'll be back next year and is hoping for the gold. In the meantime, she'll be busy preparing for her future.
After high school, I hope to go to Tulane University and study biomed research.
Jessica plans to join forces with the Red Cross and travel to third world countries to research problems in the area and find solutions, starting with Haiti.
I am Jessica Anderson, and I am a young hero.
LPB's Louisiana Young Heroes program is presented with the generous support of the East Baton Rouge Parish Library, the Gail and Tom Benson Charitable Foundation, and Fishman Haygood.
Along with the title sponsor, Community Coffee, and with additional support from the U.S. Army Baton Rouge Recruiting Battalion, DEMCO, and McDonald's.
Support provided by Prevention on the Go from Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Mobile screenings for prostate, breast, skin, and colorectal cancers available for all throughout Louisiana. More under Schedule a Screening at marybird.org.